Jesse, can you keep the slurping down here? I'm trying to make a video. I don't think she cares. Well, first things first today, I'm getting the license plates put up here that I got in my last video, which are sitting over here. Gonna clean up a little bit down here, which will just take a second for you guys, not so much for me. And then I'm gonna get to work over here on the Bronco. Gonna take out this old rocker panel here and get a new one of those in along with the floor pan. Don't know if we'll get all of that done today. We should get it at least situated in there. I don't know if I'll get it completely welded in or not. And we'll get to that here in just a second. Like I said, I'm gonna do a little cleaning up down here, sweep the floor and put some things away. Be right back. Well, we got things cleaned up a little bit in here. Not sure if it looks a whole lot different, but vacuumed off all this stuff and put all the tools away. Scrubbed down this chair a little bit. That's why it's sitting here in front of the heater. So when the heater runs, it's blowing some hot air on it. Got the back end of the Bronco pretty well cleared out. And over here I've got the floor pan in its approximate location where it goes. Doesn't fit in here real good because there's other stuff in here like right there, so it won't sit down all the way. But that's about where it would go. The seat belt is held in. There's a Torx head bolt down in there that nothing seems to fit, and it goes through. I'll show you underneath here. That's it right there. Pretty corroded. I don't think I could probably get that out very easily, so it's just a little L bracket that attaches on down here. So I'm just going to leave that where it is for right now. We'll deal with that here after a while. And I laid up the new rocker panel that's back here. Laid it up against the truck, and basically I can cut away where this line is, that bottom line. I started with that top line and then I lowered it down just a little bit. So don't think I want to go cutting anywhere above this line, which should be fine. And then after we get that put in, we'll have to deal with the rest of this crud back here. But that'll take care, I believe, pretty much of all of this on forward. Get rid of all of this. I believe I'm going to take it probably right up to here. That's still pretty good. Plus the floor pan. If you line it up, those notches up there, this will go right up to about where that rust stops. So I could just cut this down, put this in its place. But all this on up in here, I'm just going to leave this where it is. There's nothing wrong with any of that up there. Basically it's from right where these two pieces meet here on back. We're going to replace all that, so I need to get to cutting that out. Then as far as the floor pan itself goes, really don't need much more than this channel, just this channel right there. But I think what I'll do is I may come up here just a little bit and we'll just cut maybe an inch in or something like that, cut that all along there and weld that whole piece in. I'm just going to be using this here. We'll just come in here and we'll just start cutting our way, get this taken out. And I haven't decided for sure how I'm going to do this. I may cut this across here and I don't know, go somewhere down in here. I may just cut this out. This is all attached anyway, I believe. I may just go up here about an inch, cut it all along, and get it all out in one chunk. That sounds good right now. I'm going to take a little bit more look at it and then I'll get started. So I've got those two chunks of stuff out of there, and I've got the floor pan just kind of sitting in here right now. Need to do a little more trimming, either on this or this, one of the two. Got to little overlap right there. Up here in the front, kind of the same situation. Gonna have to probably be trimming this, and I need to cut the floor pan down to fit this. This back here is pretty solid. I need to get this off of here, trim this outer part here, trim this off, and then should be able to fit that in there. Time consuming, not all that hard, just time consuming. Come on in, Jesse. Please send more cat treats. Evidently, George is starving. It's the next day. I did a lot of thinking last night, looking at things. And I think I showed this last night. I got this kind of cut out, and I may not be going about this quite the right way, but we'll make it work. One thing I have going on, thinking of pulling this off. This is actually part of the old rocker panel, which I have a new one here that doesn't have, you know, the built-in door post or anything. And I'm thinking what I might do. This piece back here isn't in real good shape. It seems pretty solid, but this is the back side of this, and I'm thinking of taking all this out of here, which would get rid of this, which the seat belt is attached to through this with this little bracket here. Gotta get that out somehow. And then take this, cut the front section of it off, weld it up to here, and also all back in here. And then this little floor piece, I don't remember if I showed any of this last night. I've got this pretty well cut out, if I can hold it up here. That would come down and rest right along with the rocker. And this would be the lip for your weather stripping. This one has a weather stripping strip as well. The only problem with this one that I can see is it may not be as strong, and the only thing really that's going to be holding it on is being welded here and then it would be cut off and welded along here, and then I guess where the floor piece came down and met it, put some welds in there as well. But I think I'm going to get rid of all this and use this, cut the front end of it off, weld it up into here, and then we'd have to cut this one off and we could put that on top of it. And you can buy those sections separately. Where did I put that piece? That really looks like how it was done originally at the factory. Get this out, and as you can see there, it's actually two pieces, which you knew that just by looking at it, but I thought getting it in one piece might be the best way to go, but maybe not, being that what's on the truck should be replaced. You can see over on this side how the rocker panel fits underneath this. Of course, back here it's totally shot, so you can't really tell. And that's one little problem. These aftermarket pieces, and I think I've seen this before, they aren't formed the same as what came from the factory, like the outer floor pan. I believe on the originals, the weather stripping lip was actually built onto the rocker. This one's totally gone. It's gone on the passenger side too. And you can see how the floor pan, that's what this was, came down and went to the inside, where now it comes down and you have the channel with the lip on it. So things are just made a little bit different. We'll get it put together. Not that big of a deal, but I thought I was doing the right thing, and I'm not sure that I did. I mean, that section needed to be replaced. It's formed different, but I think we can make it work, because this will come down like that, and that will line up for the weather stripping lip. And back here where that gap is, we'll have to cut this one down, like right in here somewhere, fit it over the top of this one, and then this rocker panel can extend back here like it's supposed to, and the doorpost will come down. And like you saw just a minute ago, these actually came down and rested on top of the rocker panel when they came from the factory. I don't know if any of that's making sense to you or not. Been thinking about this a little while. I've got it in my head. And then once we get a new rocker back in here, we can get some metal, cut this stuff out of here, and form it down onto the rocker like it's supposed to be. And then we can also tear this stuff out and do something with that. This, I don't think, is real crucial that it's, you know, perfectly formed like it is. I think it could be square or pointed or whatever and be okay. I mean, it's just the corner down in here, but all this needs to be replaced back in here. So I'm gonna get busy trying to get that bolt out, take that old piece of the rocker off, this piece here, get that separated, and then we'll go from there. So I had to go get my daughter from school, bring her home, get her ready for soccer, take her to soccer, and just got home. But before I did that, got this pretty well set up. I have it clamped right where I need to weld it, and I'm gonna get welding this. This piece right here is just sitting here. I'm gonna take that out for now, and we're gonna weld this rocker panel in place, and then we'll figure out what we have to do back here as far as cutting the door pillar piece to fit up in there. So that's where I'm at right now. I was hoping to get a video up tonight, which is probably tomorrow night for you guys, or maybe even the next night, but this stuff can take some time. Especially, you know, like I said, I'm not a professional at doing this, and it's definitely not something I do every day or even on a regular basis, really. So I'm sure I take a lot more time than a highly trained professional. Okay, so the darndest thing, Jesse didn't seem to want these treats that got sent and just would not eat them. But all of a sudden now, if I give George one, Jesse wants them. She's been eating the crap out of them. She just doesn't want George to have them, I think. They're just starving. Well, this video's taken a long time to make. It's the next day. And what a beautiful morning it is. Sun's out, wind's barely blowing. Not sure how warm it's supposed to be today, but it looks like here in the next week and thereafter we should be in the 60s, 70s. I think spring might actually be here. Although I've said that before, so... And with that being said, we are going to be mixing things up a little bit here in the foreseeable future. We're going to be getting in the field here real soon, so we're going to have some farm videos coming up. Probably mix in some Bronco things, especially if it rains. But I didn't get this all finished up last night. I did get some done. I got the rocker pretty much welded in, and then I got the floor piece mostly in. Still got to do some welding here, which there's a big gap right there, and finish it up there. And then need to cut the piece that fits up in the door pillar here. Do that. Also need to probably do something down here. Don't know exactly how I'm doing that yet, but I will figure that out. But we're making progress, and get this all welded up and ground down. Probably gonna put some seam sealer on all the welds and put some epoxy primer over everything, I imagine. But I think it's about time to get a video uploaded, show you guys what I'm doing. And in the meantime, I will probably start making another video fixing all this stuff here and finishing all this up. Also didn't manage to get any of the license plates put up on the wall, and if you have a license plate or anything else that you'd like to send into the Fox shop, the address is in the description down below. Also, haven't mentioned anything about channel stickers here in the last video or two. But if you would like to get a channel sticker, t-shirt, sweatshirt, anything like that, that link is down in the description as well. Central Oregon Shenanigans, they got some channel stickers and they had them on their Saturday night update Saturday night, and they seem to like them pretty well. You can go visit their channel, check out that video, see what they thought of them, and also if you like what you see over there, hit that subscribe button. Kyle over there just picked up a 2000 F-150, has a 4BT Cummins in it. They have to do a few modifications to that. The guy that was building it before evidently did a few things wrong, so they're going to get busy doing that, I believe. Bronco got pushed back just a little bit, but they're going to be getting busy on their 78 Bronco as well. So go check them out. They'll be linked down below. So that's going to do it for this video. I want to get this edited and uploaded for you guys and start making another one, finishing this off. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.